Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I'm here today to talk about red yeast rice supplements. And I'm going to get to the punchline first, and then I'll go and explain and give you the backstory. Here's the punchline, you guys. Red yeast rice supplements are junk. Okay, you heard me right. You know I'm a proponent of supplements, but red yeast rice supplements are junk. And the FDA has ensured that they are junk. Okay, so hold that thought. First, let me tell you, what is red yeast rice? Red yeast rice is the yeast that grows while you're fermenting white rice. It's a slightly reddish yeast, and so it's called red yeast, and it grows on white rice. Now, this yeast has been used in Asian cultures for close to 3,000 years. So the first writing about it was in 618 AD. This was during the Tang Dynasty when the Song of Mulan originated. Now you recognize Mulan, that's a Disney movie. That is a real legend that originated during the Tang Dynasty close to like 3,000 years ago. So the Asian cultures have been using it for food preservation, also as flavorings or to thicken sauces, and they've also been using it in their medicine for obesity, for high blood pressure, and for cardiovascular issues. Now, we in America have had red yeast rice supplements since about the 1970s. And we have good reason to be needing this red yeast rice. Let me give you some stats about the health of the United States. Well, first of all, we lead the world as being the nation with the worst cardiometabolic health. So we've got the worst heart problems and the worst obesity and blood sugar and triglyceride issues. Let me give you a couple stats on that. 2 out of 7 people have borderline high cholesterol. 1 out of every 8 people have high cholesterol. 1 out of every 3 has prediabetes. 1 out of every 9 actually has diabetes. 1 out of 3 is pre-hypertension or has pre-hypertension. And then another 1 out of 3 actually has hypertension. And for our heart health, 1 out of 3 will have cardiovascular disease as an adult. 1 out of every 16 has coronary heart disease, and 1 out of 40 will have or has had a stroke. Those are pretty sobering statistics. So we lead the world as the nation with the highest incidence of these issues. And we call these issues cardiometabolic issues. We call them syndrome X. We call them metabolic syndrome. We call them cardiometabolic syndrome, diabetes, insulin resistance, metabolic syndrome. Whatever we call it, we've got the problem. So you could see that red yeast rice would be helpful for us. One of the main extracts in red yeast rice that has been studied and shown to help with blood sugar, blood pressure, heart disease, and triglycerides, it's called monocolin K. And again, it's the one that's been medically researched, one of them that's been medically researched to show that it will help lower triglycerides, will help lower blood sugar, will help keep blood pressure normalized, will help with obesity. The problem with monocolin K is that your red yeast rice that you're taking right now, there's no monocolin K in it. See, in 1998, the FDA discovered that when you look at monocolin K extract underneath a microscope, it looks like the same ingredient that's in lovastatin that makes it a statin drug, also known as Mevacor. And so, of course, the drug companies, they don't want to have any competition, especially from a supplement. And so the FDA banned monocolin K in 1998. So they said to the supplement companies, sure, you can sell red yeast rice supplements, but it can't have any monocolin K in it. And so since then, since 1998, red yeast rice supplements have had little to no measurable monocolin K in it, which is that active ingredient that's been studied to help with cardiometabolic problems. Well, hence the reason that I told you if you're taking red yeast rice, you're taking junk, because there's likely no active extract in there that's actually helping you with your blood sugar, with your blood pressure, with obesity, with cholesterol. Now, fast forward to today. Zymogen has the solution. Now, Zymogen is one of those companies that's always looking for the answer to the question or the solution to the problem. They are looking for innovative ways to help with health concerns. They have discovered an additional extract in red yeast rice. It's called ancaskin, and it works in much the same way that monocolin K does, but ancaskin isn't banned, while monocolin K is banned. So you can see there's a benefit with the ancaskin there. So medical studies have shown that ancaskin can help normalize cholesterol, can keep triglycerides in the normal range, can keep blood sugar steady, can increase your HDL, which is your good cholesterol, and can help lower markers of cardiovascular disease. And it's not banned, so that's a plus too. So if you're looking for an alternative to a statin drug because you want to avoid all of the side effects like lethargy and brain fog and muscle weakness, then you want to use Zymogen's new Gen X patented extract called ancaskin, and you find that in their red yeast rice. If you've got any other kind of red yeast rice, you now know it's really not helping you that much. You might as well just get rid of it. Now, you guys know that I'm a big proponent of supplements. So it's not that I'm down on supplements. I'm down on supplements that don't work. So shame on any company that has sold or is selling red yeast rice, knowing that there's no active monocolin in there and that it's likely not going to help with any of your cardiometabolic problems. At Healthy Habits Living, we're here to give you accurate, up-to-date information so that when you buy your supplements and use your supplements, you know that what you're taking has been medically researched and will actually help you. We're here to help you get healthy so that you can stay healthy and be healthy.